Welcome to Not Your Average TV Dinners podcast. This is episode number 2. In this specific episode, we are reviewing the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. This movie is specifically about two individuals that come across and meet each other under some crazy circumstances, however, get framed for murder and end up serving a prison in life for something that they never had anything to do with. In which, throughout the whole movie, it's all about trying to cope with the situation, and I think it's a great movie, so we're going to get right into it.
My name is Brandy Allure. I'm an artist, model. You can find me on Instagram at Brandy Allure. You can find me on Facebook at Brandy Allure. And you can find me on Snapchat at brandy.allure. Follow me.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Tilla. You can find me on Instagram at Tilla the189. You can also find us at our 89 webpage on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find me on Anchor. I just started my podcast at Tilla Time Podcast, so you'll be sure to tune into it.
Me, Princess J. Check me out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snap. I'm even on YouTube.
I'm the director. I'm the assistant director. You're the DP.
Kevin Kabor, aka Kabuckets.
Hi, yo, what's up? My name is Woody.
That's all you gotta know.
You already know what's up, y'all. It's your boy Keones, the comedian in the group, man. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want to do. Man, it's one of my favorite movies. Tonight we're reviewing Life. This is one of my all-time favorite movies and one of my most quotable movies of all time. So I'm super excited as this.
We have cooking with the Chef Breland.
What's up, fam? This is Chef Breland with Not Your Average TV Dinner. Today we'll be doing fried catfish, southern greens, hot water cornbread, and our special surprise dessert. Sit back, relax, and watch us work. Right now we're getting everything started for our greens. We got these onions that I'm gonna chop up fine. Cook those down for a little bit, let that sweat with some garlic. We have our green mixture right here. We got spinach, mustard greens, we got some collard greens in there. We're gonna let that all cook down for a while. We're gonna have our smoked meat, which I chose as turkey wings. A lot of people don't eat pork, so that's our alternative. Yeah, we're gonna get that started and ready. Let that cook in. Get all those nice smells coming out the kitchen real fast. You ready? So the last time, I almost died. I literally almost died all right here. If you actually look right here, my arm hair still hasn't grown back right here. Click, click, boom. Put it in the water. Round 2, click, click, boom. Did it again. Third time's a charm, right? Wrong. Click, click, boom. Bad. All bad. All right, you know, bourbon caramel sauce. Bourbon caramel sauce. Mixing up the batter for the hot water cornbread. So hot water cornbread goes perfect with greens. It's Native American, so it's simple. It's hot water, cornmeal, sugar. It's not gonna be your traditional cornbread where you got buttermilk and all the rest of that stuff, but it's just perfect for it. It's gonna be nice and crispy on the outside, and then on the inside you're gonna get that nice moist feeling in there. It's awesome. What I like to do with my hot water cornbread is straight up dip it in the green juice. Sometimes I like to put whatever meat I got, a little bit of greens, and then right on top, bam, snacks. All right, so we just made fried catfish, hot water cornbread. We got greens. We about to chop it up for a little bit, you know, smash a little bit, unveil the surprise dessert. We'll get back to y'all.
Welcome back. This is the portion where we taste the food and then we review the movie.
So I'm gonna be the first to say, this is banging. These greens are really good. What did you put in the greens?
Turkey.
It's turkey meat.
Yeah, turkey.
It's turkey meat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smoked turkey wings.
Catfish is on fire.
Oh, the catfish is good.
Thank you.
How's the catfish?
Seasoned so well. Princess
You have to
J,
try the catfish.
Princess J doesn't like fish.
Oh, yeah,
she
she
doesn't
doesn't.
like
Catfish.
seafood at all.
So she gotta eat it.
So she gotta at least try
got
the
her on
catfish.
face.
Just a little bit.
So let's go. Try it.
Come on,
Oh,
try it.
don't do it like that, y'all.
Try it.
Y'all know y'all can't do that to people, right?
Yeah.
For all the people with anxiety out there,
Peer
let them
pressure.
know that you can't do that to people.
Okay, so we wanna
Ooh,
hit
I
the
don't.
point.
So
Hit the point. Start with the intro into it.
You go
Okay.
like it, right?
We y'all want to do the dessert?
Yes.
Already?
When? No.
Wait a little bit.
I gotta wait.
Let's start talking about it.
Talk about the movie then.
We,
dessert.
yeah, it's a part
Okay.
when that dessert gonna come.
So again, we are reviewing the movie Life. It was filmed it came out in 1999. It actually came out on April 16th in 1999. It's a movie filled with comedians and a ton of cool actors. I, of course, have not. This was my first time seeing the movie ever. I hadn't seen it before. Everybody was making fun of me, so this is my pick.
rightfully so.
As to why we were reviewing this movie. And
That part almost got
I
revoked.
enjoyed it. So, yeah, I guess we got a little discussion to have about some points for maybe you guys to gain some interest if you haven't seen it, or, you know, if you love it, you know, and you want to see what we think about it.
All right. I want to start it off by, it's not even a question. It's the power of $2. So,
Oh my goodness.
and there's one part of the movie where Eddie Murphy gives Martin Lawrence's character $2. In it, it's this thick, I mean a slim thick chick. No, she country thick. I'll give her that. She country thick.
They in the South.
They in the South, yeah. Comes up to him, asks him, hey, I think you cute. He's like, thank you. What's your name? My man can't even remember his name. After that, she sits up there, she's like, well, what was it? Was that her mom is in the hospital or something like that?
A whole bunch of people. I don't know.
Somebody was in the hospital.
Yeah, played.
Yeah. And I need some money. With $2, he was able to get her a drink, go upstairs, do something, come back, $2 gone.
You do a little
That's-
bit more than something.
Yeah. It's a beautiful
Well,
day.
that was
right
in
there.
1932. The movie was filmed or based in Harlem in 1932. So $2
$2
back
is a lot.
then was amazing.
And on top of that,
For a gallon of gas.
he got her to come in the jail
Oh,
years after. So I'm gonna base that on the D. The D was
The power of the D.
the power of the D, basically. That's exactly what it
The
was.
power of the D.
She brought girls. This man didn't have no more money.
Oh wow.
She did show up
What we
later.
gonna say,
She
huh?
showed up. He was in jail. She only met him one day. She showed up. Let's see. Okay, so the movie starred Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. They were in 2 films together. Boomerang, that had came out a few years earlier.
Classic.
I don't think I've seen that movie either.
Awesome. Got everybody in it.
Like a classic.
In this movie, you had greats like Bernie Mac, Rick James, Heavy D, Miguel Nunez Jr., Guy Torrey, Sanaa Lathan. I know I forgot a bunch of them.
Can we start
Cedric
out
the
how?
Entertainer.
Can we start out how good Sanaa Lathan looks?
Oh,
in
Anthony
classic
Anderson.
form?
He was in there. No, he wasn't. Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. Who
Bernie
I say?
Mac.
Cedric. Oh shit.
Oh man, you already.
Shit. Oops.
Let's take it back from the top.
Can we do that?
It was like
We
this
seriously?
is
Bernie
this is
Mac.
this is one of my baby. Like this is like my baby, man. Like this movie here is one of my all-time favorites. Considering that if there was ever a movie that I wish I could have did, like or some sort of fame at the time, this would have been the one that was on it. Because I mean, everyone was in this movie, and
So you saying you like niggas in jail?
what?
You like Oz too, don't you?
What?
That is a good shit though.
I've never seen it.
The TV show.
Yeah, on HBO.
So for me, this movie was great because it was not only was it about the comedy, but it was so much. There was so much more to the movie, with drama and like the character growth and everything. It was so well played. There's so many pivotal moments in the movie, which would capture attention. It was like, okay, this is so funny, but yet it's so real. To see like 2 brothers lose their entire lives and go to prison for something that never happened, you know, and it makes you wonder, like how did this happen in the in those days? Like how many people really had something similar like this happen? because it's so relatable. Like you can like understand like this could be a
you
real
know,
life thing.
That's
Could
the
be
crazy part. Is
happening
it's
now.
happening now. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be happening now.
It's the
It could be
exact
happening,
same
yeah.
down there, basically in Mississippi.
the parts
Jails
of
is
imprisonment. I've seen that.
horrible
There's probably people
jails.
still in jail
Mm-hmm.
right now who were falsely accused or
Mhm.
framed
Mhm.
for some
Bullshit.
crimes of the department of the area. It's no
This-
good.
So with this here, so you have so many funny, hilarious scenes, but like there's those moments, man, that just change the game. Like for one, to me, when Ray and Claude, well, first of all, you know, they met and everything was great, but when they fell out, man,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crucial.
that was
drug it out.
crucial. The
They
whole
drug it
course of the
all out.
movie changed.
Oh, no.
Decades.
Skipped
They
so
drug
many
it- they
years.
drug it
Yeah,
out.
left a whole gap of the movie.
Yeah,
Like
they
these
drug that
years,
out.
they didn't talk.
It was 12
Yeah,
years.
it's true. There's so much
It was
before
12
that.
years actually.
That is true. That is so
Between
much
that
before
time.
that.
That's a long ass time.
All right, I got a
that
question
they
though.
just-
At what point would you guys have gave up? Like, I mean,
In the beginning,
in the
day
beginning,
one.
Come
I would
on
have
now.
put this.
At the
I'd
court.
put
This is a mistrial. This is a
When I
mistrial.
realized
I mean, it
I
was-
screwed
Come
up.
on,
Goddamn
man.
mistrial.
it was so crucial for him though that you gotta think that
I'm sure at some point.
Ray sat up there and made a map. Ray ain't never been to Mississippi. He
Man.
made a fake map just to get Claude involved, man.
Wait, okay.
That's a setup shit. I'd have been mad. I'd
Did
have
we
put
say
the
about what the
man.
movie was about?
No, we didn't say what.
Did we do
Alright.
it?
I
Did
don't
we
We
think
do
go
an
to a
intro
whole
for the movie?
synopsis.
You
Huh?
can get it later.
Didn't Bree do it?
Oh.
No, but we can get it later.
Oh, okay.
So funniest part to the movie, guys. What's your favorite part of the movie that stood out the most to y'all?
My, okay, guys, somebody else.
My
Okay.
favorite part was Sanana raping in that dress.
Oh my
Shit,
god.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite part or funniest part?
Funniest part.
Okay, so the funniest part to me, which I found out to be a fact about it later, the funniest part to me was when Martin and Eddie Murphy were both standing on the bottles. And who was it? Was it Martin's? Or yeah, Martin's toe slipped in the bottle. Like it really slipped in the bottle. And Eddie was laughing the whole time, but Martin kept his character even though his toe slipped in the bottle, and that was just funny to me.
That was and the line that came with it though too. Is when he's like, "Oh damn, my toe done slipped in the."
Stuck in the bottle.
Right, like-
But like,
Professionals.
It was all improv.
It was all improv because it happened on
Stayed in
accident.
character.
Come on,
Yeah,
now,
that's
so
crazy.
Stayed in
It's
character.
When he
Legends.
the moment when like the opportunity arose for Ray's character to go home, and he chose to be a smartass in that moment.
Man.
Shoot you.
He was like, when the dude came up to him, was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you the gun. If that boy step off that bottle and one touch bottle,
that
right,
dirt.
one touch that dirt, I want you to shoot him dead.
Oh,
And you a
legend.
free man.
Man,
You a free man."
come on now.
And he said,
Be honest.
"Be honest with you. How you know I won't shoot you with it?"
Man.
Now they both on the bottle.
That was funny.
But that's one thing about the characters, like between those two, is like the dynamic of the friendship. Because even though initially when they first met, Ray was trying to, you know, rob, low key pickpocket and everything else. But throughout the course of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like Ray's
always had his
character
back, though.
always had his back. Claude was more
mean,
selfish.
Yeah,
I'm
he
about
was
to say
always
Claude
on
was
me.
the worst friend.
For real, he wasn't
Yeah.
a friend at all. He kept telling him, like,
He
I'm
never
not your
wanted
friend.
to be
Yeah.
his friend.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that was the thing.
You
He
met
didn't even. He
you
never.
pickpocketed me.
Yeah.
And
You
now
wanted to be
I'm
my
over
friend.
here
Now I'm
selling
stuck with you.
moonshine.
Yeah.
You know.
And
But I
And
mean-
now I'm in jail doing
Yeah,
life.
you
Life.
saved my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you think about
But
it,
I
though,
honestly don't care right now.
yeah,
Right.
he
It was
would have
legit, though.
got killed no matter what in the beginning.
Yeah.
because they took his money.
And Rick James was go.
Yeah, Rick James. Oh, if y'all don't know, by the way, Rick James
Oh, Rick
Was
is
James.
Spanky.
That's
R.I.P.
Spanky.
Yep.
And his lip was real because
Yes.
he just had hip surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jules.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Really hurt.
Nah.
Fun fact.
One thing I have to say though about Eddie Murphy is about like how he puts on the other black comedians. Every single movie he's been in, you gotta think, Coming to America.
He brings somebody else.
Yeah, how many people did he bring up? Arsenio brought them up in there.
Dolomite.
Boomerang. How many? Like
Boomerang
a young
was
Chris
shit.
Rock, Martin.
what's his name? Greer. Why can't I think of him?
David
Allen Greer.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. I don't know if that was like one of Halle Berry's first, but like a young Halle Berry.
Halle Berry in other movies.
Straight up.
I was young though when that came out, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember none of the movies besides that. Her first
The
Halle Berry.
Flintstones.
She was in Halle Berry?
No, Halle Berry was the sexy
She was the
secretary.
secretary.
I never did watch the Flintstones.
She was fine.
Wow.
There's no, well, I guess Halle Berry, but that was like the only black person there.
That was before Boomerang?
Mm-hmm. You don't tell me that black people wasn't in prehistoric times?
So
That was
yeah,
happening?
Boomerang
It
and
definitely
this
was.
movie were the only two movies Eddie and Martin filmed together.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. And Martin had another movie came out that year. It was Blue Street.
Oh, Blue Street.
Blue Street is another one you put on a young Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Love Blue Street.
Here's another moment that I really enjoyed about that movie was, which I felt like was a game changer. The moment after all those years when they gotten old, and then Martin's character Claude ended up getting a job, and he was asked to drive
He's a house
Gordon
nigga.
to the
Oh, man,
new
yeah.
state.
He was a house nigga.
Yeah, he worked his way up.
If it's me and you Claude, I'm out there. You in there, hey, servant boy. Yeah, that's you.
Damn, man. Anyway, okay, so this is the part that killed me and I felt like this is one of the best parts of the movie because it was done so well. Was when they went to get the new warden, and Martin was driving for the first time in however long, 40 years or so, in which he finally got out into the world and seeing everything outside of that thing, and the moment where he got out of the car and he's like taking it all in, how much the world has changed. You got dudes with afros, kids like white and black kids are playing together, getting ice cream. You know, music is different. Dudes carrying on like boom boxes and shit, and he's going like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because I mean, he hasn't been in the world for 40 years. So at that moment when he does that, it has he takes a glance at himself, man, in the glass of another car that was parked right next to him. And I mean, he's like looking at his face, and I mean, he's wrinkled up. He's lost so much of his life in his prison for something that he never did. And now, as sad as that is, because that was a real point. Now, almost like every time he gets me, like, I'm ready to cry. I'm ready to cry.
Yeah.
So he's looking at his reflection, and he's like, you know, like my face and everything. But at that point, he just like, as an OG, he pulls it together and just like, it is what it is. I'll make this shit look good.
That's how strong he is.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't gonna like bask in what could have been. He was like, yo, and he was just like, I'm all right, man. I'm good.
It gets me on that part that he did
Every
not
time.
drive off.
He had every opportunity to drive, but
That's how institutionalized he was.
Man,
Where he gonna go?
That's sad.
Yeah, exactly. Where you gonna go?
That's so sad.
But one thing is totally different. I'm gonna bring this up. Was the warden's daughter? Was she the first ever Becky? And was that her first? Was that her first black? You know what? You know what I mean? Because she went out. I mean, I feel like
didn't take much.
I don't want to be this dude.
In a white beater t-shirt.
That's my thing. I feel like, and I don't want to like be this dude, but I feel like that was sort of rape. I mean, he wasn't all right in the head.
So you think she raped him?
I think she raped him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's how you think about
so
that.
it's not rape.
I guess so. You're right about that.
He definitely could say no.
Yeah, he could say no.
The thing I admire most about this movie is how like natural
the
the
whole
comedy
time.
between Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy is. Like when they was in the car, he was like, "You better not even say another word that say watch. If you say anything with a W, I'm gonna beat your ass."
You better say little clock.
You better say little clock. Goddammit, you better not even say watch. So I like how natural and off the cuff they are naturally as comedians, which show why they are who they are.
Real talent.
Yeah.
Naturally off the bam off the hip, just right off the top. I don't even gotta think about it.
The reason why I'm making this is because you, as the guest, decided this was the pie that we were gonna have. We listened to our fans. We brought it to you. Sorry to interrupt, but bringing out our winner. apple pie. So you guys voted and you guys chose and you picked apple pie. You put a little twist on this apple pie. So it's not gonna be your traditional. I went with Mississippi and I made an apple pie with pralines. So on that you got candied pecans. Pecans, whatever you want to call it. Also with that we have a bourbon caramel sauce.
Oh shit! What?
Okay.
So you fancy, huh?
I was fancy with it.
So you
I
fancy.
chose this because I do not really like the whole. When you see apple pie, one of the big fails is the top is gonna be like kind of caved in, or you're gonna see like the filling kind of like just all over it. I wanted something nice, crisp, clean, and I went for a challenge. I never have made candied pecans like this, or I've never made apple pie like this. This is my first try. You guys are the first ones to try it. So here we go.
I'm excited.
I am too.
You want to set it up like you?
It's like that's cute.
Sticky.
So answering Kevin's question, what do you guys think about all the movies that We're gonna catch a homicide. Everybody witness.
That's the blooper reel.
Everybody like,
We gonna click the hell out of that. Leg amputated.
Yes, you're flipping.
I swear.
That's the blooper reel right there.
But out of all the movies they did together, what do you guys think? How do you rate them? Like Kevin said, like what do you guys think about in general?
okay, well, I think this is up there with the.
I think it's better standing. Control.
Oh,
As long as you don't cut your leg off, I'm good.
I think it's hard because there's so many great movies. Like I really like Boomerang, so I don't know. I like Boomerang a little bit more than I like Life.
Seriously? Well, I guess I can't say I've never seen really Boomerang. Like
I like Boomerang.
I haven't
better.
seen Boomerang.
I haven't seen Boomerang, so.
I like Boomerang better. I like
What?
the business
I mean, I've seen it, but I
aspect
don't
where Eddie
remember
Murphy
it.
was running the business, come out with the fragrance of Miss Lady Eloise. and
Well,
stuff
don't tell us
like
the whole thing in case
Oh.
you want to watch it.
Yeah, well, this is good.
I mean,
I love it.
no offense, it's been like 25 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Life has got that replayability, man.
Boomerang
Yeah,
gets you. I gotta
I
watch
watched
it.
it
I'm
again.
both.
Life has got like you.
I'm
You know
both.
something we didn't really pick up on?
I'm both Boomerang.
Every
The
year.
fact that Eddie Murphy brought in Harlem Nights into this movie.
Oh, the reference, yeah, my bitch named Della. Yeah, that's a good movie too.
During the fight over that
yeah.
cornbread.
But that ain't Eddie Murphy ain't in there. I mean, Martin Lawrence
No,
ain't in there.
Eddie.
Just Eddie is in
Well,
there.
the movie was Eddie's idea.
Gosh.
Oh,
It was an idea he had.
that's alright. Just pick all the apple pieces up and just put it
Oh
on
my
top.
goodness. Just pick them up.
And
Then
Robert
on to the
Ramsey
side.
and Matthew Stone brought it to life.
Mississippi Negro.
How much money do it take to turn white only pies into a nigga pie?
Sorry, kind of fell apart on me.
Like I said, this is classic, man. Just got that replayability, man. You know, you can quote the whole damn Life movie like
Eddie,
several times over.
Eddie makes good movies.
Eddie- That's a classic.
Oh, we don't know
That's
how
easily a
to
classic. So what?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Who had the best performance?
Say Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
That's hard.
That's very hard to. That's
Eddie
That
Murphy
wasn't
to me
a
was the
regular
most
Martin
memorable.
character Either, though.
Right.
That's not what he
Martin
do.
was like the laid back
Silly, right,
character,
he
and
was
this
more
one he was
serious.
more serious role.
Right.
He's
You
normally
know.
always goofy and
But
was
one thing
like
I couldn't
typical
say though, at
Eddie.
least Martin had
Right.
a
Eddie,
plan.
that's how
Though.
he
Martin
act.
might have been an asshole, but he the one that got him free.
that
He the one who
is-
stole the bodies out the dead morgue.
He almost
Came
got
up with
them
the whole
free
damn
more
plan.
often than Eddie got them free.
You know what the
Free,
weird?
He got him free though.
So,
You know what the weird part of it was though? Martin chose to get them free right at the moment that Eddie gave up.
Yeah, it's like that.
that is
And
true.
you remember in the beginning, Eddie was like, "God damn it, I ain't never gonna give up." My daddy, so my daddy died.
That's what made him fall out. That's why
Yeah.
he stopped talking.
He said, "I never forget. I never remember. Thought I'd see the day that."
You know what? That's a
you
good
gave
point. I
up."
don't think I've ever really thought about that. About that's how that ended like that. And I mean, I've seen the movie like a billion times.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
you
cheating. Shopping, order ice cream.
I'm
Get on him.
I'm gonna need it.
worst
Man.
As soon as they hit the plate, let me taste it. Let me just see.
Struggling with the presentation.
Well, you can
Yeah.
rate it based on the other movies. So, was this Martin's best movie performance?
movie.
Nah.
How other performances? How does this rank?
I think
Street
that was
was
Martin's.
better.
I think that was his most heartfelt movie.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I would say the most heartfelt, most meaningful movie was Life.
But
Like,
definitely
off tops in his category.
Not his
Deep
best
Bird,
movie.
yeah,
It's-
Deep
it
Bird.
wasn't
Deep Bird.
Eddie's best movie.
No.
It was Anthony Anderson's first movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. It was his first. What?
First. Technically, the movie was a flop. They
What is
box
spent
office?
80 million making it, and the box office made about 73 million back. So.
That's because people sleeping. Go see the movie. Or buy the. Buy the DVD. Stop.
'cause
I mean, I'm
one
sure
of
they
those-
made
They
it
made money now.
after.
They probably-
You
Cult
know,
Well,
classics,
that stopped
though.
in 2012.
I believe
so
it was-
if that was 2012, I don't think they done made.
It was one of those
I
cult
believe
classics
the
where
reason
you-
in the
why.
last 8 years.
I believe the reason why the movie flopped was because of probably how it was. I'm betting that it was the way it was put in as marketing wise. Some people probably thought it was supposed to be a specific type of movie, but it turned out to be because it was two different types of genres. It was a drama. It was a sad, emotional movie, but it was a comedy movie. But it wasn't like all
I
comedy.
thought I grabbed you one. I handed you four.
Right,
I handed you a
What
fork.
you
I handed
serving
both
right
of
now,
them.
Braylon?
Right now I'm serving
Everybody
ice
a
cream. I would have made some.
He did. Where did-
Oh, I see the
I
titties.
gave you a fork.
I would have made some, but
Oh, you took it.
I didn't have time to. Yeah, he had those all up on his phone. He a bad person.
I'm a presentation.
But this is
You don't care
vanilla
if it's a
bean.
Samsung or not.
Here's another part that captured me, man. This is another part that got me. When Biscuit's character. So of course they're all in jail. They've been in jail. They're all on life sentences. I mean, they have the moment where they reflect on everybody who ends up dying and everything over time. But one of the pivotal moments in that movie for me was when Biscuit. It was the emotional part where he chose to end his life because they explained in the beginning of the movie very clearly that there was a gun line. Everybody knew about the gun line. It was if you cross that gun line at any point, they will shoot you on sight. Now they spent so much time in their life, whatever, but at some point, Biscuit's character gets paper in the mail that he is about to be a free man. Everyone is happy for him. Everybody's excited. I'm like, man, you're gonna get out of here. But he explains at that very moment, listen, you think that my mother would want to see me being who I am, being that he was a gay man in jail.
With a bonnet.
With a bonnet and everything else. He was like, do you think I can't go home to my mother like this? So it reflects back in the time of how unaccepted of being a homosexual was at the point. To the point to where he felt so deeply about this in the movie that he decided that he would make a run for it. That he would rather be dead than to go home as a homosexual man.
That's
that
sad.
was like I said, this was such a broad spectrum of comedians and things like that. And this whole thing, and this is a whole hilarious movie. There were so many points where it was just like,
Real deep.
wow, damn, that's deep.
And what's deep is if it, some people like that ain't even about homosexuality. They've just been in prison so long, they don't know how to function outside of normal society.
Mm-hmm.
So they either keep doing shit to keep going back. They don't
Stay
know how
in
to
there.
function.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac had it though in the beginning where he was like, so you know how to cope. That's exactly what he meant. You know how to cope. It's either
Get with it or
you get with it or what you doing? You
Break the
catching,
fuck down.
you pitching, what's good?
Breaking the fuck down.
Yeah.
you in here. I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I done heard about you.
Pineapple.
But my thing is though, how was he getting out when he's the one that skinned his landlady,
That's
right?
why I said, man, cope.
No,
That
those
was
were
weird.
made up stories.
That's
to
why
make
I
Oh, those
said-
are made up?
I
Okay.
said he
you
was
go
the
to
one-
jail and you tell a little bit stronger story than what happened, so they don't mess with
Just
you.
like they did. They went on the most violent killing spree
You
for
know,
a
for a
month.
month, a
For a
murder
month.
spree for a month. That's how they ended up in
Yeah,
jail.
I said, he's scared somebody.
How long would it
out.
took for y'all to whoop what's his face's ass?
You would have to jump him.
You said what's up? Somebody eat my
You gonna
pie?
eat your
You
pie?
damn right I'm eating my pie.
Well, my pie, one piece of my pie,
Eat all this motherfucking pie, alright?
The point where they was talking about this cornbread, And he was like, hey,
How good was that cornbread?
He's like, no, man. Hey,
Go up and get his own
He's like, you want some cornbread here?
Yeah, Mark.
Your boss is down there.
Like,
You don't pass your
He said,
cornbread.
he said part 2 of my killing spree gonna be in here. When you look at Gold Mouth, when you look at him, he looks over at everybody else like, who this motherfucker talking to?
You know,
He looks like,
you know who had the like best commentary that whole time? Bernie Mac. Trouble. Trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Don't say that.
Don't say
that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh shit, he did.
that eye closed.
Yeah, so some ad
Trouble.
that was funny. Just popped
Ah,
in.
that baby pappy.
Yeah, I that.
I'll be the pappy.
I'll be the yeah. That nigga funny, dude.
Any man could see that baby belongs to me.
You know what? I feel for Cookie now I think about it.
Who Cookie?
Cookie was Anthony Anderson's character.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
How long would it have taken y'all to beat the I guess the guard's ass?
The overseer,
Yeah, the overseer.
I would have beat his ass when I was out there with that pitchfork, and it was
Yep.
hot,
Mm-hmm.
and I said I was
dude.
tired.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Yeah, I think you got life.
Yeah, I would have beat his ass.
Exactly.
And then when he said, I ain't nice like boss, I come down there and slap your ass and back off your ass. I'd have been like, put the gun down.
Come on.
And come
Look,
on down here.
throw it
You come
over
bring your
there.
ass on down.
Throw the gun over
Throw
there.
that over there.
My thing
You bring
is,
your
I
ass
probably
down.
would have told him the truth, but look here, player. You're in here just like us. And you want to do this.
He got a good spot.
He got to get he in
He
the
a
jail
house
though.
nigga. He a house nigga.
Yeah.
What type of person want to be in jail? You basically
He
doing,
ain't good.
But
you
that's
out
what they
in the heat.
do.
He a
They
trustee.
take one of your
He
own
good.
and turn them against you.
He ain't
That's how
gotta
you
work.
do it.
I get that, but still at the same point though, I'm not going every day of my life. I gotta be out in the heat with y'all, watching y'all.
He ain't
your
got
ass
I'd
work.
rather be watching
But
you.
Get your
I'd
ass
rather
back
work
to work, New York
I get
City.
another job. Straight
I'd
up.
rather be the motherfucker with the
His
shotgun.
other job would be digging.
They from New York City, bro.
They from New York City.
They
I
got
was waiting
the
for
long
somebody to
walk.
say
What
the
is it? The long
salsa or
ride.
whatever.
Yeah, long ride.
The long.
I was gonna be a whole lot shorter. You keep talking shit.
So when
But we about to be
Even though
dead.
he was the most hated
Both of us
character
about to be
because he
dead.
was mostly a turncoat, whatever you would say,
Turncoat.
whatever
Yeah, I
you would
know.
say, trader, whatever the case.
Yeah,
Even though, but it showed, but even that,
Snitch.
even
He
then,
did have emotion.
he also had his moment too, where it reflected how kind of a person he was.
He did
Because
shit
even though he was an asshole, or even though he was talking all that shit, you know, with the guard, he still at one point he had when Biscuit went to ran
He
to
waited just
personally
like he
do that.
didn't wanna do
He didn't
He
shoot.
hesitated. He did not.
He didn't shoot.
He didn't
He didn't shoot.
But
Yeah.
that's
It wasn't
so
even
true.
hesitation. He didn't
He
shoot.
wasn't
He just
gonna
didn't shoot at all because he was like, stop, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it just
I
kept
don't get
running, and you know you gotta
He
take
got
that
a
shot.
heart. He just asked.
My thing was this dude
Yeah.
knew.
Huh?
The dude that shot him, was he new or something?
He was-
Nobody
he was-
else shot anybody to kill.
Because
This
that
is
was
the
his.
only-
That's their
He was a
job.
Caucasian.
He had
And
to.
he was black.
Oh, it was
He
the
was
black
black.
dude.
He was up in the tower.
That's what
Yeah.
we said.
But that was
Yeah.
his job, though. That was the clear point of what he was there for. So I mean,
I'm
even
glad they
though.
didn't kill Bernie Mac when he
But
crossed
here's the
gun
reason
line
why. You know
to
why?
go get his
Yeah.
boyfriend.
You know what the gun. You know what the reason why is that he did it is because he didn't have the established relationship with those characters. Old dude's character, the guards help, whatever. He had been directly involved with them for years. It's
Right.
the same
Know
thing
their
with Ray, Claude, and everything else. So he had emotion. The other dude has probably been just working whatever his
In the
little station
tower.
was in the tower. That was his job.
Right.
I can see that.
So that's the reason why he did that. Now here's another point. Here's another portion of it too. Okay, so that the main white guy who was in control of the camp or whatever, which was like he introduced him. He was an asshole or whatever case.
The
So
head
you, of
guard
course,
or-
the head guard.
Okay.
Whatever. It also shows a character's point for them too, because he when he had that line, he was when they old as shit. They all old as fuck and coming out the thing, and he has the line where he's like, "Every day I wake up, I think to myself, I hope to myself that Ray and Claude die in they sleep
Every day.
and every day you continue to disappoint me." And they go, "Sorry, boss." But he was like, when he had his moment where he was like, pack up your things. You guys are heading over to whatever.
I can tell he
And
was
he was just like,
That's it. Yeah.
yeah. So even though he was in that position, like, he's like the ultimate like.
Well, you gotta think about it though. That's 40. That's 40
Yeah.
years, right? That's 40 years
Well,
straight.
ultimately,
Yeah.
it was in there for 65.
Yeah, 65 years, but 40 years straight of you seeing them every single day.
Yeah.
No matter what, I don't care who you are, you're gonna build a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
You know 'em. Think about it when they, the baby situation. He was laughing. He was laughing with him.
He sure was.
That's crazy.
Who?
He was laughing with
The
with all the
overseer
inmates.
was laughing with
He thought it was funny when
Oh.
the dude drove off.
Found the catfish.
So, do y'all think he found his baby? Can't get right when he got out?
No,
No.
Yeah.
I think he left.
Damn. I thought he would have got out. He got famous.
No.
He's still in the
And
South.
then got his baby.
No.
He's still in the South
They
at
would've
that
killed
time.
his
They
ass.
would have killed him.
slow.
They would have killed
He
Y'all
him.
was just
think
in the
he made
Negro
it?
leagues.
Y'all don't think he made it to the pros?
No.
No, he
think
just.
that-
I mean, not that the
that girl-
Negro leagues is just like
No, I
not
think he
good,
makes
but
the pros.
he was in the Negro leagues.
And I don't think that woman would have, with her dad acting the way she was
Fuck her
acting.
daddy. She didn't give a fuck about
Okay,
her daddy.
first of
She
all,
just hit
she
those-
is like
That
a real
money,
hoe
she
though.
probably-
She
his
had a
black
whole
ass-
husband.
She probably want that daddy money.
Y'all remember that?
If
When he
his
pulled
black
up with the
military.
military
in the
dude?
military.
She
Yeah.
had to.
So that's why they thought she was
forced to.
pregnant by him.
Oh, you think she was forced to?
Well, that's how it was. You find you a husband, you get married, you settle down.
I guess she didn't want that. She's like, I want that black stuff.
You know what else she wanted? This pie.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
What
Speaking
do y'all-
of pie.
I said, what do y'all think about the food?
Oh,
That was
shit,
great.
the food.
We
was
gonna
amazing.
go there.
This is the Fire Retire segment of the podcast where we rate the food, if we liked it, if we didn't like it. If we like it, it's fire. If it's trash, we retire.
Hey,
All right.
All right.
I ain't gonna knife nobody, by the way. If they say it's,
What is the night?
If it's
Tell
retired-
everybody off camera.
I do. Hey, you better say the right thing.
Well,
supposed
to
to
me, to me, the greens was fire. You know, especially with this Mississippi swag type of stuff we got going on here. The greens was fire. The catfish was fire, seasoned to perfection. The dessert was pretty delicious too. Cornbread was pretty good too. So I'm gonna say fire.
Oh, you better answer right.
All right. So
Hey, you hear it? You better say real good.
all right.
Say anything other than real
Shut up,
good.
man.
I
I'm
swear to
trying to
God,
shut up, man.
whipping your ass. Sorry.
All right. So the greens were just absolutely on point, man. With the turkey, not only did they have that, they had a little bit of spice too. So I was really digging the greens, man. The greens is on point. Catfish was absolutely on point, man. The way it was seasoned and everything was great. So those are fire. I will retire the cornbread. I wasn't feeling the cornbread.
I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Retire the cornbread.
He is dodging all eye contact.
Yeah. Hey, look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes when you rip out my heart, my friend. We blood actually. We family. My blood cousin.
The dessert was really good.
Yeah.
I think that we need a thicker bottom. I think
Yeah.
it was great. We need a thicker crust on the bottom.
Oh my God.
Since
So we
since
about to
he's
get
there
another
already.
comedian. Any comedians out there that want
I would say it
to
was
try out for the
I would say it's
show?
fire.
He said we about to get
I would say it was fire. I just didn't like the cornbread.
Oh my fucking God.
He really hurt right now.
You got your opinion, okay? You got your.
I can't always say positive shit, man.
Oh, well, we know. See, this is what's wrong with the black community.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Black community.
Other black people not like other black people's cornbread. All right? Look, you're supposed to dip the cornbread in the. You know what? I'm done. Whew. Okay.
Next.
You go ahead.
Okay. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Princess J.
What's the whole introduction?
You want me to tell you when it's bad? Princess J. That's girl.
We know who you are.
Hey, it's me. Really, Jay?
Okay.
You watched the whole podcast.
What do you think about it? We know who you are.
Just I'm just making sure, okay? I just want y'all to know.
All right, what do you think?
Now I'm blushing.
Get your something. Hold
Don't
on.
worry, the camera can't tell.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, goodness.
Fire
I don't know how to do it.
Oh,
other than
yeah.
like, say what's up.
Was it good? Was it good or not?
Okay, so
Brandy, what do you think?
Bring it back. We'll bring it
can
back.
somebody ask me the question? Just ask me.
Okay, what do you think about the food?
The food. Okay, so
You had
The
one
greens.
job. One job, goddamn.
What is that? All right, come on, y'all, stop that.
All right, what
Y'all
do you
got
think
this?
about the food, the catfish, cornbread, all that? What do you think?
Okay, so the food, the greens. Oh my God, they didn't even need no hot sauce, but I mean, you gotta have a hot sauce. The cornbread, it had a lot of seasoning on it, a lot of sugar. I was nervous that it wasn't gonna have any because hot water cornbread, the only time I had it, didn't have it. Great. And the catfish was surprisingly delicious. I do not.
She don't like
eat
fish, y'all. She don't eat fish.
Oh.
It's 2 days. I mean, 2 times.
That's amazing.
Stepping out the box.
So yes, wow. And the dessert, I love sweets. I love sweets. It was so sweet and so delicious. So the food, fire. Good job, B.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay. So, oh yeah, I love the greens. Everybody told you the greens were amazing. The catfish was delicious. Okay, so I chose hot water cornbread because I wanted to challenge him a little bit because a lot of people up north don't make hot water cornbread. It was a little sweet, but Nia liked it, so it's cool. The apple pie, the filling was delicious. The pralines were good. There was just so many of them, but fire, so good.
Hey, that was good. That was the smoothest take y'all done, except for her.
So, I'm gonna say
together. We gonna move fast.
Yeah, what do you
We
think?
get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was actually hard. I thought it was gonna be simple, and it really wasn't. Like with the apple pie alone, I felt like I failed a little bit just because it came apart. That was it. I thought the flavor was good.
Our
but
flavors go.
I think it could have did a little bit better. Unlike my cousin, I did like the hot water cornbread because you're supposed to freaking put it with the greens, okay?
Oh.
No.
See, this is why Keanu isn't gonna be on the show anymore.
He's back.
Yeah.
Looking to join the podcast.
Might come with a black eye or something. Anyways, I give it a fire, but like a dim one. A dim one,
Like a red fire, not a
a red fire, not a blue fire.
Like you trying to simmer the rice right now?
Yeah, I'm simmering rice.
Waiting
Yeah,
the 30 minutes?
it's good though, but like I feel like I could do a little bit better. Thank you.
You
Yeah.
So what do we do now?
No, look at me. Look me in the eyes.
I
when
gotta
you said
keep
that
it.
thing.
I gotta keep it real.
No, you keep looking down though.
So what about the movie? Did you guys think it was fire or tired?
Let me tell you
It's
something.
fire. It's a fucking.
It's 2020. Did it hold up to the 1996 release date? Got better?
99.
90,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's
Yeah.
a
To watch
classic.
it,
It's
okay,
timeless.
so since it was my first time watching it and to watch it being 2020 and it came out in 1999, that was an amazing movie. I think it was better now. I think it was better now than it probably was back in 1999. I think there was a lot of more relatable things that I understood now in 2020 that made the movie better to me. But the comedians and to see them doing their craft was amazing.
I thought it held up even back then. Like if you would have known every single, so at that time I was in the 5th grade. I would be invited to a house party. It'd be like such and such party in the boom boom room or something like that. Like it just holds up. It was great. I don't know what people were thinking about back then. It was awesome. I say fire. This everything was great. Like it went from sad to happy to sad, like just perfectly. Even the song, what was it? Freaking
City High?
City High.
What would you
That City High, that song was like the perfect thing for that because we laughing at these 2 wrongfully accused people in jail. City High is talking about this girl that's going through hell, and we all just jamming. So I thought it was perfect. Everything was perfect.
I think we was too young to understand that song. It was just the tempo.
I mean,
Yeah,
The
we
tempo
was too
was
young.
because I just
to
listened
listen.
to it again.
And it's like
Yeah.
this is some
That's
tragic
some deep,
shit.
that's a deep and
song.
I didn't know nothing about my baby on the floor in the kitchen crying because it was hungry. I didn't know nothing
Not
about it.
at all. We jamming to it. Like, oh, it's because baby hungry.
Okay.
Yeah. The only way to feed him is to sleep with him. Yeah. Oh my God. And the dad is gone. Yeah.
In and out of
oh.
lockdown. In and out of lockdown.
I ain't got a
job
job now.
now.
I
Oh.
couldn't wait there. I didn't have a job.
She said,
I didn't have a job.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But the movie, I would say for me, are you ready?
No, back to the thing.
So the movie I would say for me was definitely fire. Like Brandy was saying, when I was younger, it really didn't hit home for me. I didn't understand a lot of the jokes. A lot of stuff kind of probably went over my head, so I didn't watch it. But now that I'm older and I understand and things really make sense and it clicks, oh man, the movie's fire. Still in 2020, yes. Life is fire.
For me, as Life, like I said, my all-time favorite movie of all time. I mean, I said the best comedy ensemble, the best quotable lines, everything. The amount of significance that went into it, the script, the storytelling, and everything, man. Yeah, watch it now, and if you haven't seen it, definitely go see it. I mean, sorry, you can't go see it in theaters, but get it on DVD or whatever the case is. But
you never know.
You can
I think
stream
that
it
this,
on anywhere.
yeah, stream it.
You gotta buy it though.
But
it's not free.
I mean, I say it's
Go to your local
absolutely
barbershop?
fire, and I believe it's I believe it's definitely one of the most underrated movies to this day. I think it's a major like black cultural like iconic movie, but I think as significant as it was, I believe it's still completely underrated.
I definitely think the movie's fire. It has Martin Lawrence and so many icons in the movie that are African American that started off there, and now we see how their career progressed. So I think the movie is just timeless. So it's definitely fire. Can't go wrong with Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy.
Tuning into episode number 2 of Not Your Average TV Dinners podcast. We want to thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys check out our previous episode, and as well as also make sure you guys check out the movie Life if you haven't seen it. And stay
Where can
tuned.
they check it out at?
You guys can check it out on any streaming services, probably. Also, it's on DVD. It's been out for a very long time. So
All right, I'm gonna say this. You can check out Not Your Average TV Dinner on Spotify and YouTube
Is it on Apple?
and Apple.
Oh, okay.
Also,
we popping.
Yeah, we
live!
We live.
You can follow us.
You can follow us on Instagram.
You can follow us, or you want to
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can follow.
Whatever get it done. Let's go. Just make somebody get it out.
Follow us.
Whatever, how we get out.
You can follow us at NYATVD on Instagram.
Let's go.
Any special thank yous? Shout out to Granny Smith Apples. Appreciate you for sponsoring.
You know,
the
Granny
video.
Smith apples in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
God, you know,
Red Deliciouses, what's good? Holla at me. I'd like to thank the people behind the camera. Go ahead, pan off to everybody behind.
Yes, it's the working crew.
Oh, these people was here like these 3 hours in. Shout out to Kiki, as she already knows. Thank you for all of our
Yes,
social
thank
media
you.
work.
Thank you for the platform.
Thank you for the fans that voted on our dessert. Appreciate it. Y'all keep coming.
Yes, stay tuned. Keep voting, man. You let us know what we're gonna let you guys know the next what.
When is
How
the next
many
video?
days? We're gonna figure
So-
out what our next movie choice is.
The next movie choice
Stay
we actually
tuned.
gonna try to figure out tonight.
Oh.
It's Coco.